Hi, my name is Kelby Greer, and I'm doing my discussion over nerves. So, some of the questions that I have to answer are you nervous about this class? Why or why not? Do you feel public speaking is important in today's world? So, no, I'm not really nervous about this class because I'm a really big talker and I could just ramble for a really long time about anything. I do feel like it's very important in today's world because we have, as a society, relied on social media instead of like actual human communications. So I do believe that it is important in today's world. How can nerves impact your physical and verbal delivery? I would say nerves could like impact your physical and verbal delivery by like you could stutter, you could maybe like not hold as long eye contact, things like that. Tell me about a time you've been nervous to speak to a person or a group. I don't get very nervous to do things like that, really, but sometimes, or like a time that I had been nervous was in like one of my high school classes where I had to like present, and the class that I was in, there was like the class was just very boring and nobody talked to each other. So the only time that I got up to like there was any talking was when we were presenting, and so it was awkward. I wasn't really nervous, it was just awkward. What nerves do you experience? I would say like my nerves, like my palms start to sweat a little bit when something, I have to get up and do something, and I'll think about it a lot and really like replay it in my head to make sure somebody doesn't think odd of me in that nature. That's kind of what I struggle with, is like hoping people like what they see. I hope they don't think I'm weird, what can you do to combat the nerves? I really just have to think that things aren't that serious at the end of the day. We're all human. We all have to do these things at some point, and not everyone's opinions about you really matter as much as you think they matter. So yeah, there's my answer to all those questions.